silty, sandy, and rocky trails of Matate Ranch in Indio, California, I'm tempted to push the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5 XRT like a rally car. But can it really handle it? Sure, it sits an inch higher than the standard model with 7.0 inches of ground clearance. Rolls on 235/60 are 18 Continental cross-contact all-terrain tires and offers selectable sand and mud drive modes. Yet, it's not exactly a hardcore off-roader. For starters, it lacks underbody skid plates, meaning a punctured battery in the name of adventure could end the fun real quick. The XRT joins the refreshed 2025 Ioniq 5 lineup, part of the growing trend of adventure-ready sub-brands like Wilderness, Trail Sport, Rock Creek, and Tremor. Like its XRT siblings, this model is designed for light off-roading, bad weather, and dirt trails rather than extreme terrain. Key upgrades over the standard Ioniq 5 include the all-terrain tires, increased ground clearance, and the addition of mud, sand, and snow drive modes. There are also subtle styling tweaks: front tow hooks, extra body cladding with a black parametric pixel camo pattern, and redesigned front and rear fascias that enhance approach and departure angles. Inside, changes are minimal. XRT logos embossed on the seats and a terrain mode button on the steering wheel. Under the hood, the Ioniq 5 XRT packs Hyundai's dual-motor all-wheel drive system, producing 320 horsepower and 446 lb-ft of torque. It also benefits from the 2025 model's upgraded battery, which jumps from 77.4 kilowatt-hours to 84 kilowatt-hour thanks to improved nickel-cobalt-manganese (NCM) chemistry. Out on the trails, the dual-motor powertrain delivers plenty of punch, and it's even more responsive in sand and mud modes, especially after disabling traction control for reduced intervention. When the terrain is clear of washboard surfaces, deep ruts, or sharp rocks, I give the throttle quick jabs and find that mud mode shines the most. By allowing more wheel spin, it lets the cross-contact tires dig in and fling away sand, much like a swimmer slicing through water. As a result, the XRT gains speed faster than in sand mode. Sand mode still delivers a sharp throttle response, but it's not quite as aggressive as mud. Just for fun, I test a launch in snow mode. As expected, it's tuned for maximum traction control, designed to ease a car into motion on slick surfaces. Here, it makes the XRT sluggish off the line, a stark contrast to the livelier sand and mud modes. Hyundai didn't let us test the XRT on pavement, but the company claims a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 5.1 seconds, 0.2 seconds quicker than other dual-motor variants. That's surprising, considering the knobby all-terrain tires should provide less traction on asphalt. Ioniq 5 XRT, almost a rally machine. Hyundai's curated trail starts with a rocky, uneven path featuring small hill climbs and deeper ruts. Careful navigation is key, as jagged rocks pose a serious threat. The whoops demand low speeds, but the tires handle the sand and silt impressively at both low and high speeds, maintaining steady traction on the climbs. With no extreme angles to tackle, the XRT clears obstacles easily, making full use of its 19.8-degree approach and 30.0-degree departure angles. Those aren't particularly aggressive angles, but they're improved from the standard 17.5 and 25.4-degree angles of the standard Ioniq 5. By comparison, the Ford Bronco Sport Badlands has a 30.4-degree approach angle and a 33.1-degree departure angle. However, the XRT's most rally-like competitor, the Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally, has lesser geometry, with a 16-degree approach angle and a 27.2-degree departure angle, though some of that is likely due to standard skid plates and a lower 5.8 inches of ground clearance. Next up on the trail is a big loop that has 2 to 3 foot drop that can't be taken at high speed. Otherwise, this section is largely devoid of rocks and has undulating sandy terrain with some deeper ruts dug out by previous drivers. This is my chance to slide around like I'm on a rally stage. I start out in sand mode and soon find that this car is a blast in the right conditions. The XRT's 320 horsepower is plentiful, but it's the way it's delivered that makes it so fun. All three terrain modes apportion the power in a 50:50 split for best traction, which gets this EV moving and keeps its momentum through the ruts that I'm making deeper and deeper. Steer the Ioniq 5 XRT into a corner, goose the throttle, and sand mode allows the rear end to slide out. Let off and the tail tucks back in, then steer the opposite direction, goose it again, and it swings the other way. Let off, rinse, and repeat. I find myself grinning from ear to ear as I slide/drift from one corner to the next. Like it was for launches, mud mode with ESC step down is even better with less stability intervention for an even more pure experience. Fantastic. Those deepening ruts scrape the steel underbody, but I'm not smashing it against rocks or high-centering the car. It pulls itself out of the deeper ruts and just keeps moving. I like some bash plates down there like the Mach-E Rally has in case I would encounter a rock, but that's not a problem today. It could be a problem for an overly ambitious buyer though, so I do recommend Hyundai add them, or at least make them available for anyone who would want to hoon their Ioniq 5 XRT through the desert. My little rally route has no jumps or big dips that would fully extend or compress the suspension. And that's wise because the Ioniq 5 XRT has no special Fox shocks or external bypass dampers to handle those kinds of sudden shocks to the suspension, as well as no secondary damping to prevent bottoming out on the bump stops, especially with 4,707 pounds to control. The Mach-E Rally uses its magnetic dampers for both of those purposes. The rest of the driving dynamics are like other Ioniq 5s. Overly light steering without much feel, a ride that doesn't beat you up, even over off-road ruts and bumps, and predictable brakes. The XRT could use some of the Ioniq 5N's tuning to add more road or sand feel. Ioniq 5 XRT, minor on-road compromises. Without a street drive, I can't say for sure how the Ioniq 5 XRT's dynamics compare to standard models. However, I expect the same behavior we've seen with other soft-roaders. A softer ride, due to taller tire sidewalls that also leads to less traction for cornering on dry pavement and less immediate turn-in response. Add the additional inch of ride height, and occupants can expect more body lean in corners and a bit more head toss over bumps and through turns. Some would say that amounts to a compromise. The other slight compromise will be less range, but EPA ratings suggest the penalty won't be so significant. While the dual-motor AWD limited model has 269 miles of range, the XRT's tires give it 259 miles of range. The XRT costs $56,875, including $1,475 for destination, $2,700 less than the comparable limited, and $2,400 more than an AWD SEL. It's equipped like the SEL, but adds a Bose audio system, a surround view camera system, a blind spot camera, a sliding center